Director. My name is Jane L. Capulong.
My name is Mayan Garibis Espirito.
My name is Jacqueline Gobis.
My name is Kathleen Carilla.
My name is Johnny Charlotte Cherisa S. Yamsuan, and we are the Bachelor of Elementary Education students who are going to present the beauty of Alabat Island here in Quezon Province. And we are here to talk about Alabating history,
Culture, Festival,
foods, products, and tourist spots. Welcome to Alabat, Quezon, the 5th class municipality in the province of Quezon here in the Philippines. Alabat Island is an island of the Philippines archipelago in Quezon province of Calabarzon region. This island is situated just off the east coast southern Luzon and has an area of 192 square meters and populated by 15,936 based on 2020 census. In geography, Alabat Island is located in central on the eponymous between the Pacific Ocean and Alabat Bay, with a good fishing ground, fertile soil and wide plains, and near to the river and safe landing source. Alabat is politically divided into 19 barangays, 5 of which are urbans and 14 is rural. Therefore, Alabat Island experiences tropical rainforest climates. There is a significant difference between the driest and the wettest month, whereas the driest month is April and the wettest month is December. According to demographic, Alabat Island, the ADA language, UNESCO or United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization released its 3rd world volume of the endangered language in the world. One of these language in the Alabat Island, ACTA language, which has estimated speaker of 30 people in the year 2020. The Alabat ACTA people live only on that island. Alabat, Quezon province, they are only the original Ignito or Negrito settler in the entire Philippines. In history, the first inhabitant of the town were the indigenous Ignata Alabat people who are Negritos, the earliest settler in the Philippines. The indigenous people spoke the Ignata Alabat languages, one of the most endangered languages in the world. During the Spanish colonial period, Alabat was inhabited by the family of Caparos because of its safe landing shore and overflowing natural resources. Other immigrants from Gumaka came pouring in upon hearing the suitable of this place human habitation. The name of the place is Camagong. Perhaps this name was taken from the trees which bore edible fruits called Camagong or Mabulo, which grow abundantly in Camagong Mountain, the highest mountain in Alabat Island. It was said that Reverend Father Jesus, in charge of the parish of Gumaka, possessed a telescope. Almost every time he looked through his telescope to see whether Morocco-Vintas were coming. He reached out of a focus on the sandy source of Iligan, the present sitio of the barrio of Gordon. It came to his mind that an ermita should be built in that place. So he summoned the leaders of the settlers to congregate to encourage them to settle at Ilangin in order to make a visit and build on ermita. The growth was so sudden that a village sprang. Father Jesus called this village Gordo, meaning fat, and afterward he named it Gordon in the memory of his town in Spain. Then came Don Pedro Pica and his brother Don Nicolas, who wanted to establish a home in Gordon. They made among the villagers, and Don Pedro learned the suitable of Lupac, the present site of Alabat. He ordered Francisco Mercado, Modesto Arcaya, Casimiro Caparros, Luciano Caparros, Cayetano Caparros, Pedro Caparros, Juan Caparros, Venancio Marcaina, Valentin Lizardo, and several other more to clean a site in Lupac for a village. When Reverend Father Jesus heard about this act of Don Pedro Pica, he was neatly infuriated. He accused these two men and by the other of Kapitang Totoy of Gumaca. They were taken to the prison until Don Pedro Pica secured freedom from the Gobernadorcillo of Tayabas. The Gobernadorcillo also pardoned his brother Don Nicolas Pica the following year. The interest of these two brothers in Lupac did not fade away, so they returned to the place and established a lumber industry. The Gobernadorcillo learned of their success in their industry and their ability to leadership of settler the place of Don Pedro. The elder gained influence from Gobernadorcillo and was appointed the sub-captain of Lupac under Kapitan Totoy of Gumaca. Through the orders of Father Jesus, Don Pedro Pica changed the name Lupac to Barcelona in a memory of the beautiful coastal town in Spain. But when the American Expeditionary Force occupied Tayabas province and appointed Carpenter as a military governor, the name Barcelonas was changed to Alabat.
Port of Alabat. Alabat is considered one of the most important commercial and trading points in the island. In the whole Lawan Bay area, these towns are nested among a wide expanses of coconut tree, rice land, and moderately rolling hills and gross and sink for pleasure. It has a rich fishing ground which supplies fish and other seafood to the neighboring town. Port of Alabat is considered one of the longest port in the province. By means of agriculture, total number of fishermen and farmers are estimated by 3,000, while area of irrigated land composed of 150 hectares. A lot can be done when people work hand in hand. One great example is the Makapuno Island project aims to establish a Makapuno Island in Alabat, Quezon by initially putting up a 110 hectares Makapuno plantation that would address poverty on the island by giving farmers an additional income source while significantly contributing the island's economy. The different government agency will cooperate to support the island with embryo cultured Makapuno (ECM) seedling and processing technologies. Also included in their plans is working on the islands. Branding, it will known not only a main source of Makapuno but also of cocoa sugar. To optimize the resources of the island, they are also looking into integrated farming. The project yield into positive support them its partner agency. The effort of the government agency and the potential of the Alabat Island were seen by the trade mission delegates.
Let's talk about the events and the festival in Alabat, Quezon. The first one is the Santo Niño Festival. This celebration for Santo Niño in Alabat, Quezon. The people in Alabat celebrate the fest of Santo Niño, who is the child of Jesus. In Alabat Island, on the 3rd of Sunday of January, with colorful parades, jovial procession, street dancing, and other festive rites in different parts of the Philippines. The second is the Coconut Festival. There are too many coconuts in Alabat, Quezon. The Coconut Festival is a week-long celebration started in 1996, which aims to promote their city and its main produce. The coconut is the highlight of the event. The Mardi Gras is usually participated by students and exceptional groups with alluring verbs made from parts of coconut tree while dancing with the local indigenous people. The third one is the Flores de Mayo, one of the most celebrated festivals in the Philippines. It is the Flores de Mayo or the Flores de Maria, a Christian tradition celebrated every summer of the May and widely popular in most provinces in the country. The Flores de Mayo, which translates flowers of May in Spanish, is said to have been introduced by the Spaniards in mid-18th. It is celebrated every year in the entire month of May, as a tribute to the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Mother of Jesus, for the beneficial rain she brings to make flowers bloom after the dry season. Dubbed as the Queen of Philippine Festival, Flores de Mayo is believed to be the first observed in Malolos, Bulacan. Over the years, some changes issued with the festival's practices and programs in different cities and provinces in the country. The usual festivity practice involves children and young women dressed in white, carrying flowers and baskets of petals in the hand, march down the center of the aisle of the church or the chapel, and offer the flowers to the image of the Blessed Virgin Mary. At the altar, hymns to the Virgin Mary are sung throughout the offering, while novena prayer are said before the flowers.
So let's talk about the tourist spot of Alabat, Quezon. The province of Quezon has ensured a marvelous island. It's full of famous beaches includes Cuevang Lampas, Labrawan, and Cagbalete. And yet, unknown to many, there's another island off Coast Atimonan that possesses not only a beautiful beach but a collection of fascinating activities. 45 minutes of boat ride across the Laman Bay from the Fort of Atimonan will take you to the docks of Alabat, a fifth-class municipality in the heart of the eponymous finger-shaped island. It is nestled between the town of Quezon and the Perez. It is surrounded by the Laman Bay in the Pacific Ocean. So let's discover the wonder of Alabat, Quezon. Because of the expansive in plain and fertile soil of Alabat, farming is one of the main industries. Calamansi is abundant here. In fact, Alabat supplies the calamansi needs of Jollibee and also provide the Mang Inasal a supply of red chili. There are also a cacao farm that produces an organic tableya and the ingredients of the Filipino version of hot chocolate in the coconut plantation, capable of producing 12 tons of organic sugar in a month, where workers demonstrate the process of sugar making. All these farms are open to visit. Talk about their product. Coconut is abundant here, so dishes with gata are common. Laing and pinangat are local favorite. High quality organic cocoa sugar is also cheaper compared to Metro Manila. Tableya, the banana chips, the cassava crackers, and the cocoa jam are some products that Alabat offers its guests.
Take adventure with the nature. Alabat is also not lacking in outdoor activities. A trip to Tuminis Falls in Abilla Norte and a foray to Bosay Falls. Within a Mount Camagon are some of the choices for outdoor enthusiasts. The beautiful beach of Kabila. Also in Villa Norte, opens up to the Pacific Ocean and has a dynamic shore of stone and cliffs. Kabila has a scattering of rock formation. Some parts of the shore are made up of crimson. Other portions are made up of small stone. One experienced visitor should not miss the Taclobo viewing in the Lemon Bay. The cruise usually takes 15 minutes from the port of Alabat. A thriving population of a giant clams imported from Zambales lives in these parts, so swimming and snorkeling are highly recommended. More Tacloban can be viewed underwater. Visitors are also encouraged to have their lunch on a floating cottage. Several floating cottages are available for rent at the base. And ends our virtual presentation about the beauty of Alabat Islands. But before we end our presentation, we just want to give you some tips if you want to visit Alabat, Quezon. You guys can go to the islands by boat from the port of Atimonan. It takes around 45 minutes to reach the islands. The cost of bringing a vehicle to the islands was only around 1,007 via Rulu.
Once again, I'm Johnny Charlotte Charissa Esyam Suwan.
I'm Mike Garigues Espiritu.
I'm Jacqueline Bobby.
I'm Catherine Scarilla.
I'm Jane L. Capulong, and we are the Bachelor of Elementary Education students, and it's been a pleasure being with all of you today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.